Hey, I'm doing the Shroud Burner, aka Preacher Man R&B, and the Snare Facility to TV 91. This time I'll be in Once Upon a Time, Season 1, Episode 4. We'll have one this week's episode here. In the fairy tale scenes, Cinderella is about to go to the ball, and her fairy godmother is about to grant her wish when Rumpelstiltskin comes up behind her and kills the fairy godmother and steals the wand. And Cinderella is wondering what's going on, and she asks Rumpelstiltskin to give her the wish that the fairy godmother was about to make, and Rumpelstiltskin does this, but Cinderella has to sign the contract, and before even reading the contract, which was stupid, she signs it, and Rumpelstiltskin grants her wish, and she goes to the ball. She is married to the prince, and they're at the little wedding after party or whatever, and Snow White and Prince Charming is there, and they're dancing, and then Rumpelstiltskin shows up and says what she has to pay Rumpelstiltskin is her firstborn child. So Cinderella is freaking out. She tells her prince, and they make a plan to capture Rumpelstiltskin. And the way they're going to do this is they're going to renegotiate the deal. They're going to tell Rumpelstiltskin that Cinderella is pregnant with twins, and to save their land and their crops, that she'll give him the other baby. And he agrees with it. He agrees to this deal, and the way they trap him is this wheel has got magic in it, and it freezes Rumpelstiltskin, and they capture Rumpelstiltskin and take him to the chamber, the dungeon that he was in the first couple of episodes on the fairy tale scenes. And after this, Cinderella's husband, the prince, he winds up disappearing, and Rumpelstiltskin says he will never show up again until I get that baby. That's all that happened in the fairy tale scenes. What's happening in the storybook is Cinderella is called Ella here, and she's about to have the baby in storybook, and Mr. Gold, who is Rumpelstiltskin, still has to deal with her and still wants her baby, and Ella sprays Rumpelstiltskin in the eyes with pepper spray, trying to find the contract that she made with Mr. Gold. Then she heads out and tries to leave for Boston. Well, the people of Storybook, the fairy tale characters, they cannot leave Storybook. Something always bad happens when somebody tries to leave. And Henry tells Emma this, so they go try to find Ella, and they find her at the Storybook sign, and the car's gonna crash. She's about to have a baby. So they take her back to the hospital, and while she's having the baby, Mr. Gold's talking to Emma and wanting Emma to give him the baby, and Emma makes a deal with him that she owes him a favor if he lets Ella keep the baby, and that's what happens. And what else is happening is this whole time the evil queen is with the huntsman hooking up or whatever, and other than that, that's all that really happened. My question for y'all is, now that Emma has this deal with Mr. Gold, what's going to happen? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, this is awesome. This has been another episode of Retro TV 91. See you all next time.